This is Bella. Bella, this is Mr. McCandles.
Hello, Bella.
Hello, in this video I want to review the movie Poor Things. What I really like about this movie is that the movie does not have an obvious message. Now, I have already seen many reviewers that insist on this movie having a clear ideology behind it. For example, many compare it with Barbie and actually present it as a movie that's even, let's say, more feminist or feminist in a better way. And okay, I have to agree, if it is feminist, then it doesn't beat you over the head with its message. It doesn't like just shoot you with the message in the face like it was done in the Barbie movie, where we literally had a woman at the end of the movie tell you pretty much what's the message of the movie, like the Soviet propaganda movies, like in Fall of Berlin, where we had Stalin at the end of the movie after the Soviet victory. Stalin held a speech, and then that's how the movie ends. Well, in this movie, the message of the movie is actually quite mysterious, and a wise man once said that a difference between a truly great movie and between a propaganda movie is that a truly great movie does not have an obvious message. And of course, in some aspects of this movie, it is obvious to me that the movie is critiquing elites, corruption, inequality that exists in the world. But what's the underlying point of the movie? Maybe like life itself does not have a clear explanation or a clear point. Okay, let me give you a short summary of the movie without spoiling too much. And if you want absolutely zero spoilers, then don't watch the review. Then just go watch the movie. And then all I can say to you is that this was a brilliant movie. It reminds me of Tim Burton. It is pretty absurd, but yet you care about the characters very much, and they are extremely realistic, actually. Okay, now here comes the spoiler part. Light spoilers. What is this movie about? Well, the premise of the movie is what would happen if a mad scientist put a child's brain into into a head of a grown woman, a grown, pretty attractive woman, Emma Stone. And this movie is also set in the Victorian period, I would say, just before World War One, when Europe was at the peak of its prosperity and power, but underneath you could kind of see all the injustice that existed as a consequence of colonialism and worker rights pretty much being non-existent. All of this injustice kind of just waiting to cause cracks in the system and send the world to experience a shitstorm of World War One. The movie maybe isn't even so historical, but to me, since I make history videos, that was also an interesting part of the movie. And in her weird journey, Bella, played by Emma Stone, actually even encounters the ideas of communism and colonialism and inequality as a pretty much a child in a grown woman's body. She for the first time encounters injustice in the world and extreme inequality, and yes, I was surprised to see also she encounters the ideas of communism, and to an extent actually likes them, but I don't think she actually fully understands them. But okay, the point of this movie, in my humble opinion, was that throughout this entire movie we are actually seeing men trying to take advantage of her because she is very good looking but has like a child's mentality, and all the characters that try to do it in a way pay for their behavior because she's acting crazy, and I won't spoil the movie, but she either embarrasses them or causes them great financial losses or humiliates them in some way, but by accident. And in my opinion, the movie is not even telling you that she's supposed to that her behavior is empowering. I mean, that's one interpretation of the movie, but in my opinion, she's more just in the process of ruining her own life, also ruining other people that try to take advantage of her by accident. And the movie actually just presents to you the world as this dark place full of injustice and full of corrupt elites that on the surface care about civility and culture, but would gladly take advantage of a mentally challenged woman just because she's good looking. And of course the same critique can be applied to our world today, but at the time I would argue Europe was kind of at the peak of its power, and in the same way at the peak of actually corruption and colonialism and injustice, because the world with time did actually become more just. And yeah, the movie kind of leaves you with multiple interpretations, which is what I like about this movie. Is this supposed to be a feminist movie? I mean, maybe, but it definitely doesn't like, yes, shoot you in the head with the message. And ultimately, I'm not sure what was the point of this movie, and I will probably watch it again at one point. But to me, it was more of a coming of age story of a child actually realizing how cruel and dark the world is, and then the movie asks the ultimate question: but then what can we do about the fact that the world is such a cruel and a dark place? And I guess in a way she finds an answer to that question, but I won't spoil it for you. And ultimately, that's the basic meta question that all religions ask: what do we do about the fact that there's so much suffering in the world? And all the great religions try to answer this question in some way. So yeah, you really shouldn't expect this movie to give you the ultimate answer, but sometimes just asking the question is more important than giving you an answer. Okay, that's all for this video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you liked this video.